Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
We are not just looking at the academic program. We are more focusing on the holistic formation of an individual. We want the leaders of tomorrow who could shape the world, shape the people. The ideal XLRS student is the one who will be able to successfully complete the program, wherein you need to have a good decision making ability, logical ability, communications. Also, you need to have certain value system. That is what we are looking for. Basically, they should be able to complete the program successfully.
Same students compete for getting admissions to all the top B schools. We try to identify who is having that edge, who will make the difference in the industry. So that's what we look for in the written test and in Viva group discussions.
CAT and ZAT, both of them evaluate their verbal quantitative skills. And we also give them the time limit constraint within which they need to make a decision. However, there are certain areas that we have focused on. One is specifically decision making, which is not part of the CAT, wherein we give business situations and the candidates are asked to make decisions. I think logical reasoning is also part of the thing. Secondly, even other questions in verbal and logical, we test them how best they do decisions with certain attitudinal focus.
Also, we talk about same relate to ethical decision making. Maybe something which will give you a short-term gain, but the long term it may not give you the benefit.
Diversity gives richness in any group. And certainly, first of all, we need to have gender diversity. And XLRI has been one of the few institutions which started recruiting more women students. Second one, we have diversity across the nations. We have people from all over the states, from the east to the west, south to the north. Third one is the diversity regarding the qualification. Certainly, that is one of our concern because generally engineers are able to crack both CAT and ZAT, not the group from outside. But however, we are focusing on attracting more students from the arts and science group, which we have done it last year.
Diversity is very important. For example, if a faculty is doing a case discussion in the class, if students are from humanities, people are engineering, people are from finance background, so the cases look from different angles. So that discussions will be rich and learning will be better for the students. So we look for different academic backgrounds, also different functional experience backgrounds. So that we have seen from our experience that learning of the students improves by that. Because so many chartered accountants now, slowly I have seen a trend of doctors joining management. So it becomes a good group to discuss any case in the class.
First of all, for the economic reasons, we do not want to deny anyone admissions here. So we will provide them any amount of financial assistance. The second one, we are taking steps mainly to attract the tribals and people from this area who are otherwise marginalized, who don't have access to that.
Government is talking about this now, but in XLRI we have implemented this long before. I mean, people who are coming from the economically background, we have scholarships, we have some support from the alumni to complete this program. So anyone who qualifies the written test, he will be able to do the program with us.
If you are offering a quality program, the location is immaterial. People go to any place provided the quality program is there.
If the product what you produce is good, people are ready to travel 1,000 kilometers and come to you. I mean, that's what if you relate to in industry. If your industry producing good products, selling 100 kilometers away from the main city, people will go and buy that.
Second is well connected in terms of train. All the trains passing from Calcutta to Bombay have to go through here.
For the locational disadvantages, which people talk about Accelerate, we use technology to bridge that gap. Like experts from Bombay, Delhi, or even outside India can talk to our students using our digital technology which is currently available. That's what the mindset of the people, I mean, those who feel come to Accelerate, or people who are too busy, we take them exploring the digital mediums.
We are also trying to connect the new institutions that we are planning to start in Delhi and Bombay through this video conferencing facility, so that in any place a visitor comes, every student should be able to have access to that.
To improve the reach, again we are using digital mediums. We have virtual interactive learning programs. If we currently, for the regular programs, we teach 360 students each year. And virtual interactive learning, we are teaching maybe 4,000, 5,000 students in a year. So we are trying to, I mean, skill manpower, what you are referring to, that we can help the country in that way by using those technologies and maybe reducing the certification cost.
It is true that in India, the number of business schools have exponentially grown. When I started as a director in 2004 in FIBA, we had hardly 1,300 business schools. And today we have different counts, 4,500, 5,000, and a lot of distant education programs offered by universities. The MBA program itself is changing its contour. It was a professional program, now it became a degree program for many. I think we need to focus on. We are preparing professionals. I think not many institutions in the country has this perspective. The reasons why the recruiters come here are many. First of all, the students we select. We have our own XAT exam. Out of 70,000 plus students who write the exam, we select 360. That means the cream of the cream we select. The second one, the program that we offer here, very relevant to the industry, and most of them they could just start to work immediately. The third one, the academic rigor that we provide them, prepare them well for the industry. Fourthly, the attitudinal differences, the value system that we want to inculcate in our students, especially value system of ethics, excellence, striving continuously for the best in our own life, social consciousness. All that is really help the students. We are not just looking at the academic program. We are more focusing on the holistic formation of an individual. We want the leaders of tomorrow who could shape the world, shape the people.
One of the program in Accelerate is that human resource management, which is the best in Asia. Other schools offer HR as a elective or HR as a specialization, but here the total program is focused to HR. Like the law is a major component, you have that HR is a component, and the psychology, sociology to understand the employees well. So those 30 courses they do specifically in HR. Now the first year core courses, what they do is the basics of finance, basics of marketing, basics of quantitative techniques. So they work as a business partner in the industry, so which will be lacking to the other schools. And recruiters look for different experience, like some recruiters prefer freshers, some recruiters look for experience. So in the business management program, we have a quite good mix of freshers and the experienced people, 2-3 years experienced people. And we have a general management program, which the minimum qualification is that you should have 5 years experience to join that program, but many people come with 8-10 years experience. So a recruiter will get a different experienced people to select for their, I mean, depending on what they look for. So that's what the options for the recruiters is very high when they come to the campus.